I don't believe that anybody in this country should be driven away from any part of this country, because this country will own it together.
The former president of Nigeria, General Olusegun Obasanjo, has made a shocking revelation about the case of Nnamdi Kanu and about Igbo people. Yes, to most people it will be a surprise or a shock, but to some persons like me, it's not a surprise, neither is it a shock, because I know that is the agenda. Now, I'm going to read out this news for you, after which I will show you a video of what Obasanjo said about Biafra. Let me read out this news for you first before I make my comments. It says, a post going viral on Facebook attributes a controversial quote to former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo. Part of the quote reads, "They are not coming for Nnamdi Kanu, they are coming for you. Nnamdi Kanu just happened to be standing in their way to jihad and the Islamization of Nigeria." According to the post, dated 14th October 2025, Obasanjo also emphasized that Nnamdi Kanu's resistance has been a major stumbling block to forces seeking to dominate and suppress other ethnic and religious groups across the nation. Islam is one of the largest religions in Nigeria, with most of its believers or Muslims living in the country's northern regions. Obasanjo served as Nigerian military rule from 1976 to 1979 and as the country's democratic elected president from 1999 to 2007. Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, a separatist group agitating for the restoration of the Republic of Biafra in southeastern Nigeria. The region's secession in 1967 led to 30-month civil war. When the war ended, the region was reintegrated into Nigeria. Kanu has been in the Department of State Service custody in the Nigerian capital of Abuja since June 2021, after he was arrested in Kenya and brought back to Nigeria to face trial. He was first arrested in 2015 on charges bordering on terrorism and treasonable felony, among others. But according to some Facebook posts, former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo said Nigeria would have become a completely Islamized country without Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra.
Last 2 years, at the end of the Nigerian Civil War, there's another one of you commanding your men at an airport, at a runway, and then finally signing the documents to release Biafran soldiers who were prisoners of war. What are the memories that stay with you? What do you remember 50 years on, Chief?
What I remember is the pain of the war on both sides, the loss on both sides, and the fact that came to us all vividly, that the futility of the war, what we achieved at the end of the war, could have been achieved without one bullet being fired. But during the war, we destroyed all the infrastructure that mattered to us. The refinery we had was destroyed. The bridge that connected the east with the west was destroyed. We lost thousands of people on both sides. I believe what got me vividly is the anguish which we could have saved ourselves from by not fighting the war.
Igwe, let me share this with you. This is from Ahmed Kasim. He says, very, very sad. Brother killing fellow brother. As for me, I lost loved ones from both sides as a child then. You were pretty young at the time of the Biafra War. the searing memory for you is what? What would you want to share with the world?
I first joined the Nigerian Army in 1960 in the military school of Zaria, and we were taught to become one Nigeria. I came back from the United Kingdom in 1965 and was teaching in Lagos and the military cantonment in Apapa. But the greatest shock of my life for that war was the fact that a coup d'etat happened in January 1966, which was carried out by a large number of Nigerian army officers from all parts of Nigeria, north, east, west, and south. And their intention was not tribalistic in any shape or form. In fact, their main motive at the time was to change the political structure of Nigeria and release Obafemi Awolowo. But at the end of the day, history has it on book that it was an evil coup, which totally put a wrong slant on the whole issue. And we had to be killed. We were killed, lives were threatened. I had to escape with my life from Lagos to Biafra, which was not Biafra at the time. And for me, the pains are such that that war should never have happened, as the chief just said now, because Rhodesia declared unilateral independence in 1965, and Britain never lifted a finger. Not a British soldier went over to fight Ian Smith. And this was a total rebellion against the Queen.
Sure.
Yet, Biafra, after 1 month of declaration of independence, a war was unleashed on us, which was in a way pogrom, because we had no defense, we had nothing.
Sure.
And our people had been massacred from the north in January. Sorry.
Igwe, you bring up an important point. It's an important point that a lot of Nigerians in our online community are talking about, which is history. Who is telling the history? How's the history being told of the Nigerian civil war? Yusuf here says, unfortunately, because the war was described as no winner, no vanquished, little history was taught on it. Chief Obasanjo, why do you think the history is kind of very, very light, still contested, about what happened 50 years ago in Nigeria?
Well, history is, first of all, you tell it from your point of view. What Igwe has said now, for instance, in the history of the Nigerian Civil War, from his own point of view, somebody else will look at that unfortunate civil war beginning from the coup of January 1960. Before that coup, he said he was in the army, I was in the army. We knew no difference between one tribe or the other.
But Chief, this is the point. But Chief, if I may, young people are saying, we are not reading about this in Nigeria. We are not seeing this history. Why is this history not being told? Why do they feel they're not being told the history? Why do you think?
Well, now, I believe that we haven't got the history written from the perspective of an objective historian. I wrote a book on the Civil War. I wrote it from my own point of view. I call it my command. It was my command of the war from my point of view. Now, other people have written 5 majors or 4 majors. They wrote it from their own point of view. And the story that, or what the Igwe has said. Now, another person will say, look, that the coup was, whatever may be the objective or the intention, the operation of it or the execution of it was one-sided. Now, let me give you figures. From the north, at least 4 very senior military officers were killed. Mai Malare, Abu Gulajima, Kru Mohammed,
Chief,
and James Palm.
Chief, Chief, the point that you're making, and I understand it very acutely, and I apologize for pushing you just a little bit for time, is that depending on what side you fought, you have a different story to tell. We appreciate you telling your story on our program today. And also, Igwe, we appreciate you being on this program as well. Thank you so much.
when I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba. Even though we were fighting against Igbos, not that you should go, but that you should come. And I used Igbo to fight Igbos to come. So if anybody says to me that then somebody should leave any place, now the one way says somebody should leave, now he go leave. Me, I married from Owerri. So, so what are you going to say? The pikin wey Owerri woman born for me, so e no be my own again. So where will you ask him to go? Huh? When I was campaigning, he was there. Small time now they say I no like it, but me?
We gave him all our votes.
I say I no like it, so I said, how do I deal with this? And the thing was gaining ground. So I said, okay, we go to Owerri. After the campaign, I said I want to meet leaders of thought, Christian clergy, traditional rulers, dignitaries, private sector. I took my son, and my son speaks Igbo with Owerri dialect. So, but he normally doesn't. When I say, why are you not speaking? So that when they are abusing you, I will hear. So I took him along. After the campaign, we went into a room like this. And I said, look, this rumor, how did it start? And look, I fought the war as humanely as possible. My best friend in the army are Igbos. Chukwuma Nzogu, Mikey Venso. What is all this? The first family that took care of me when I returned in 1959 was Hilary Njoku in your own place. What is all this? Not only do I like Igbo, I love Igbo. Let me wait now. I say, let me show you the evidence. And be broken to Igbo. So he spoke. I mean, I know get here for the language. So he spoke. One of the traditional rulers came to me. He said, Mr. President, please forgive me. Betty, you are a rascal. I said, if you say so. Now, but on a serious note, that's what we call you for. I want to learn from you. There may be things that you want us to do that we are not doing, or you want us to delay or hasten. We can give you all the things. Now we have halls, we have parking space, we have laptops, we have
Clinic.
We have clinic, we have where women we put their children, crèche you call it. We have warehouse, we have garage, we have it all. We have hotels, both high level and low level. I won't call it low level, I would say coastal. So if there's anything you want to say to me, yeah. You see, out there, my experience is that there's goodwill out there. That's number one. Number two, the money to develop Africa is out there. It's there. It's there. The problem is how to get it in. And when we get it in, the problem is how to make it stay in. We will examine, I'm not making promise, but we will examine a number of possibilities, if I can put it that way. What the international community and people out there want is to see that we are sincere, that we can perform, that when we say we are doing this, we are doing it. If Nigeria, with number 5 or number 6, all exporting country in the world, I could go out and look for debt relief and I could get it, I believe that you can get it. Let Nigeria try that today to get debt relief. The world out there, they are not fools. They will just laugh at us. The one we give you for, we think we do. But this is something, and I believe if we pursue it the right way, they can get it. They will want to see our bona fide integrity, honesty. So I take note of that. Thank you very much for that. What I want to say to you is that we want to build a World Central Market. It is something that has been contemplated since the creation of Imo State. And for one reason or the other, it has not been implemented. So this young man then decided to spearhead it. And he was looking for an accomplice. So he came to me. And I've known him in politics. He's a man that if I have had my way when I was leaving government, and I could say, look, yes, a southerner has been there for 8 years. Here is somebody, again, a southerner could be there. I didn't believe that. I thought that, I believe that after 8 years of a southerner, he should go to the north and come again. But if I had had that, he is one man that was good. Now, he has decided that we should join hands and build Owerri Central Market and make it the best of its kind in the country for now. Maybe another 30 years, another one will come that will beat it. But the one we want to beat now, no one will beat it. That's number one. Number two, we needed the understanding and the support of the governor. And the present governor of Imo State is fully with us. The land that has been encroached upon, he has given us the backing. And we are already fencing the entire land. That's number two. Part of number two, we are also building a very good gate, so that anybody who sees the gate, he will know that, oh, this is the symbol of Owerri Central Market. If you want to put international there, all right, but all I know is that Owerri Central Market, people will come from all over Nigeria and outside Nigeria to buy and sell there. That's my number 2, Abi. Okay. My number 3 is that I've taken it upon myself to be a seller. Or a marketer, or a salesman, or if you like, a trader. I want to sell it to the banks, those who will finance it initially. And I want to sell it to you, those of you. That's my job. My job is seller in between. I will sell to the bank that will bring money for us to start building. And then I will sell it to you, who will make use of it and become, those of you who are rich will be richer. Those of you who are not rich yet will be rich. That's my job. Any other job you want to do?
So your present is the biggest job.
Yes. Yes.
So we are already working on the fence and the gate. We have decided, I think last night, that on the 20th and 21st of September, I think it will be mainly 21st, yeah, we will go, and those of you who can come, one thing we will do, we will commission the fence and the gate, and we will start building the stores and the road and the infrastructure. What we want to do is give ourselves maximum 2 years when you will be able to. So this is what